We're going to bring you the Cavaliers come from Cleveland to play this one. The excitement away. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, and on the sideline tonight, Doris Burke. So Cleveland will get the first possession. Look at Cleveland's starting group. Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. And it's Thompson in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now here's James to the inside. Here's Love. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop. And for Kevin Love, such a big part of that Minnesota Timberwolves franchise. I mean, they drafted him 5th overall back in the league, and really he had been their catalyst his entire career. Even last year when he decided he finally wanted out, he helped the Wolves land Andrew Wiggins in the trade that shook the league.
And here is LeBron. Following Larry Bird's three. James kicks to Love. And that's collected by Bird. Now, here is Harden. And here's Bird for three. No good. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Pushing it up. And LeBron gets it to go with the assist by Irving.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
Now here's Bird. Again, the miss by Bird.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Love with the screen on Harden. Irving against Harden.
Look at the big fella working on that possession. He knows how to fend guys off and get those rebounds.
Dishes it to Beverly. Anderson outside. To the paint. Harden kicks to Anderson. Another miss by Houston. For Cleveland, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Harden against Smith. Now Irving. Shot clock at 6. It's a pick by Love. Smith with it. Picked up by Nene. And that's good. J.R. Smith for 3. Cavs didn't start the season as a team built around the 3, but they would end it that way.
Yeah, and after the trade for Smith and Shumpert, it changed their dynamic. A lot of damage from beyond the arc.
And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for 1.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Greg, you're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Now here's Anderson. Three-pointer, Bird, and he gets it to go. Bird's got 6.
And, you know, for the Cavs, they ended up in the top 5 and made threes per game. But they actually led the NBA and made threes per game after the trade.
Irving against Beverly. Well, wide open look for Love. Good, and the assist goes to Irving.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of him.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, we can mark those up for him.
And last season, the Cavs would shatter all sorts of franchise records in the 3 department. I mean, it makes sense to have that many shooters on your roster when LeBron opens up so much in terms of floor space.
And Love gets it to go.
Great assist that time by Kyrie Irving.
Rockets trail by 7. Here's Nene, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Well, I tell you what, Nene is a man among boys down low. Remarkable physical power. He's also got a tough mentality about him. Just a real rugged individual.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Moniunas is checked in for Anderson. Risa comes in for Bird. Gordon's checked in for Patrick Beverly. And it's Pablo Prigioni in for James Harden. Now here's Korver. Ariza with the rebound. And getting back to Nene, an obvious inside player with great impact. He looks and plays like a man possessed. Yet through Last season, Greg, he's never averaged as much as 8 rebounds a game.
And, you know, his true value is measured in intangibles at times, not just on the stat sheet. He does all the dirty work so others can shine.
Ripped away. And it's the Rockets on the break. Houston moving the ball around. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. It's on Andrew Bogut. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
They pounded the ball inside in the first half, forcing the D to collapse, and that frees up the shooters going forward.
Also, what passing we've seen from them here early. I mean, there could be a big number in the assist column if this keeps up.
Once again, off the mark by Cleveland. Rockets trail by 5. Gordon, the pass to Moniunas. Kicks it out to Gordon from downtown. And Shumpert pulls it down. For Cleveland, they've gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame. Outside Williams. Fires at the elbow. Williams with another miss.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
Prigioni dishes to Moniunas. Here's Ariza. The Cavaliers pull it in. Outside Korver. They get a hand on it. And Gordon over to help. And it's Eric Gordon with the foul. That's his first foul. Williams, he's checked in for Nene. A switch here also for Cleveland. Jefferson's checked in. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Shot clock at 6. Screen by Bogut. And Williams, here we go. And another miss by Cleveland. Prigioni kicks to Williams. Lead pass was put in just the right spot.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
He caught it! My goodness. Unbelievable. When a shot like that falls, he...
And a chance to hear from LeBron James as he talked about the challenge of remaining calm.
For me, at a younger age.
Again, just another part of the maturation process for LeBron. He's become such the consummate pro.
Yeah, he really has been. It's amazing to see the pressure he's dealt with and the way he's handled it with that even-keeled nature. You know, he's as solid and steady as they come at this point in his career. Nothing phases him.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. What stands out to you from the Cavaliers in this one?
It's been a point of emphasis, no doubt, to make sure they attack the rim offensively.
I love the fact they're not settling for outside shots. Keep attacking that rack.
On the floor for Cleveland, getting going here in the second. We've got Kevin Love. Kyrie Irving is out there with Kyle Korver. Then it's Jefferson, and it's James in at the 3, the small forward. Harden with it. Guarded now by Irving. A nice shot by Bird.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agility.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
They set the pick. Korver gets a wide open look. Off target with his 3.
And I like the bold move of going right back at him to return the 3, but he just couldn't get it to go.
Well, looking back on last season, you could see the Rockets were tough at home. They just were relentless at going at teams.
Yeah, how about a 30-11 record last year? And a lot of close ones for them, but that home crowd at times could just really will them to victory.
As it did help in the series against the Clippers last year in the playoffs. Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers.
And, you know, for Houston's wins at home, a lot of it had to do with their three-point shooting. I mean, they shot an average of 35% from behind the arc at home, but kept their opponents to under 30% on the year in Houston.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. I got a chance to hear what the Cavaliers head coach was saying to his team. The focus of the discussion was getting their offense to run through Love. Coach is looking for him to take on a lot of responsibility when they've got the ball, to be a leader at the offensive end. They're not going to wait for halftime. They want those adjustments to have an impact right away. Over to you, Kevin.
once again, Doris.
And, guys, this is what makes Houston so good and why they've been so good for so long. In the last 31 seasons, they've only had 2 losing seasons. Only team in the league to do that.
LeBron against Bird. LeBron passes to Irving. To halt the run, and off the front iron, and in it goes.
And really smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Showed nice basketball IQ. I agree, Greg. I mean, if he finds a spot on the perimeter and doesn't force it, I think his outside shot will be hard to block no matter who's defending.
Down low. LeBron with it. And it's Bird picking him up. Thompson sets the pick for Irving. Near the three-point line, it's Love. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Love's got the game tied up here for the Cavs.
Kyrie Irving made his first playoff appearance last season with the Cavs, and individually got a big $90 million max extension as well. He's in a really good spot in his career at this point.
Houston's gotten both of their three-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. To the middle. It's tipped. Here's Williams. And he uses the glass on the layup. And the Rockets lead by 2.
Man, this guy is a scoring machine. I mean, I know I'm not the only one to describe him that way.
Dishes to Thompson. It's Harden with
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
And that last replay courtesy of Kia.
And started hot, and he's only gotten harder.
Harden against Irving. Can they get it? The offensive rebound. Thompson. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play chance here. Houston making some changes. Nene, he's checked in for Ariza. Gordon comes in for Lou Williams. And it's Patrick Beverly in for James Harden. Cleveland also making some changes. Channing Frye's checked in for Love. Shumpert comes in for LeBron. And Deron Williams is subbed in for Irving. It's tipped. Taken away by Nene. And here they come. Here's Bird. Again, the Rockets score. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Rockets.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught them off guard. Playing airtight defense and coming up with the steal.
Yeah, the other thing, though, is they have attacked in the open floor. They're definitely getting a lot of easy ones that way.
Here's Thompson. And another miss by Cleveland.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those balls.
Clark, it wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap and maybe swing the momentum.
The Houston Rockets are built around the three-point shot. Make no mistake about it, they set a record for a single season in team-made threes. They have so many guys that can hoist it up and hit.
Yeah, and they all have the green light to do so. Last year, you talked about leading the NBA in percentage of shots from beyond the arc, and it wasn't even close.
The Cavaliers trail by 11. Smith kicks to Frye. Right side jumper. That's blocked by Bird. Gordon with no one around. Drains it from beyond the arc. Gordon up for the Rockets.
To give you an idea about the Rockets and how often they are taking threes, almost 40% of their field goal attempts last year were three-pointers. I mean, they've taken the analytics to its extreme there.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Smith with it, and it's Gordon picking him up, and he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Now the feed to Moniunas. To the wing on the left. With 1 on the clock, and the jumper is good. Moniunas has got the lead up to 14 now for the Rockets.
clearly he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
And that concludes the first half. Rockets lead by 14. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by.
Thanks, Kevin. I'm with LeBron, and you didn't have much resistance in that first quarter, but the second quarter they came out strong. What made them successful in that one?
Man, it's a good team. It's a really good team, and they executed in the second quarter, made shots, and got to a rhythm. So
tonight won't be easy, LeBron. Thank you. Kevin, over to you.
All right, Doris, thank you. And we'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, 2 quarters down, 2 to go. Welcome back. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith, as Houston holding the upper hand after the first 2 quarters. They lead by 14. Kenny, what did you see from them?
Their perimeter shooting has made the difference, and so many of their points are coming from long range. They've come out, spread the floor, and executed their jump shooting game. It's been a barrage from the three-point line. Guys always finding the open shot. If they can stay hot from three-point land in the second half, this game is over.
Looking at Cleveland, Shaq, your thoughts?
Well, when you look at the opponent field goal percentage, that tells the whole story. They gave them way too many good looks. When they come out of the break, they got to play way tougher, Ernie. Get those hands up. Get in your opponent's face. Do something.
And that'll do it for now as we send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start.
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. It's been one outstanding game from Larry Bird.
And, you know, I'm not sure that he can continue to shoot the three as well as he has up to this point. He has been lights out.
You know, sometimes, Greg, you have those nights where the basket just looks twice as large as it is. Grand Canyon size. It might be one of those nights for him.
Harden out there, Patrick Beverly. Then there's Bird. Then there's Nene. And it's Anderson in at the four-man position. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. And continuing to expand his arsenal last season, Patrick Beverly, the guard for the Rockets. Career highs in assists and rebounds per game, and he's one of the smallest guys on the floor.
Yeah, and he's really working on the details of becoming a better playmaker, becoming a guy that has coaches trust him to handle the basketball in those crucial situations.
And so here is Houston. Harden with it. 6 points for him. It's Nene, high post, passes it to Anderson. Harden with it. He's picked up by James. Harden the pass to Bird. 5 on the clock. Back to Harden. No up. So Cleveland will take it the other way. To the paint. Stolen by Beverly. On the wing, Bird. And Beverly kicks to Anderson. At the elbow, Harden. Again, the miss by Harden.
Most of the time, that shot will go down. Boy, the defenders have to make sure they tag him.
Love with the screen on Beverly. Out to Smith. Pulls up on the wing. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
Beverly wide open. Sinks the triple. Beverly's got 6.
You know, one aspect of their play today that's really been tight and far superior is their passing.
And that kind of flow can be elusive, but the great offenses have it, and that's just what they've shown here tonight. And I think taking a time here to talk things over is a smart idea.
One of the things you want to do is make sure everybody is clearly on the same page with the game plan. And sometimes you need a timeout to make sure that's the case.
Timeout called, Cleveland. So for the Rockets, Lisa comes in for Nene. And Gordon subbed in for Patrick Beverly. And a switch here also for Cleveland. Amon Shumpert's checked in for J.R. Smith. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. And there's the whistle. That's going to go on James Harden. That's his first foul. Channing Frye's checked in for Cleveland. Channing Frye. Here's Shumpert. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. And it's caught by Gordon. And here's Love from the arc. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got such an unusual skill for a big fella. And one problem with the Cavs last season was they put immediate pressure on themselves. Part of that was the trade for Kevin Love. And he placed that pass out in front of him and let him just run into it in rhythm.
LeBron kicks to Irving. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. As you said, the Cavs put a lot of pressure on themselves because of the trade. You could see it affect the way they came out of the gate.
And you know, it was just night and day, Kevin, when the Cavs began to relax and click. I mean, a total transformation and turnaround. They would go 19-20 in the first 39 games, and then 34-9 over the rest of the season once those guys gelled and got locked in.
Bird can't hit.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off. Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
Deflects the pass. Pass to Ariza. Bird outside from deep three-point range. Bird can't get that one to fall. Shumpert dishes to Irving, feeds it to Love. Cleveland moving it around. Irving against Bird. It's a pick by Love. Irving kicks to James. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Bounces high off the rim and drops. LeBron's got 6 points.
It is so hard to contain him. He just seems to get it done.
And you just look back over the career of LeBron, and you have to say he's an all-time great already. I mean, the numbers are there, the multiple championships, some already calling him the best small forward to ever play the game.
Now a timeout called by Houston. And you just look at LeBron, Clark, in a historical context. Last season, he became the first player since Bill Russell and his Celtics to make it to the NBA Finals 5 consecutive years.
Boy, I tell you what, this says even more about LeBron, that whenever he leaves a team, they miss the playoffs. No matter what team he's on, they're favorites to win their conference.
Inside. Bird pulls it in.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Williams gets the bucket.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Williams passes to Bogut. Screen by Jefferson. LeBron drives in. Another shot. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
You know, one of the big stories has been the 3-ball. It's been a key part of their offense throughout the game.
Yeah, but they've also done a great job of playing in space, getting out in transition every opportunity.
Houston making a switch here. Ariza's checked in. Outside Williams to the left wing. Moniunas kicks to Prigioni. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Prigioni's got his first basket.
And an open path to the hoop there. Easy bucket. We've seen that far too many times today.
Well, for Deron Williams, the injury-riddled campaigns just keep piling up.
Yeah, it's almost difficult to watch considering how good he was when he was healthy. I mean, you're talking about one of the most explosive players in the game over the last decade at the point guard spot.
All those injuries finally affected his shooting. 39% from the field last year, the second lowest mark of his career, and he just couldn't create space or elevate to get the clean looks he had grown accustomed to.
Ariza outside. To the middle, trying to find Bird. He's got it now. A baseline J. And the jam by Moniunas.
And Kevin, plays like that, really the reason they've got a nice lead right now. Just a great job on the glass.
And Greg, the jam and the follow gets their whole bench jumping. Clark, look at them. They are really into it.
Yeah, they sure are. That's a little salt in the wound there. I mean, they take a miss and turn it into one of the plays of the game. That hurts.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Nobody near Williams. It's rebounded by Cleveland. LeBron's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. To the inside. Jefferson dishes to Bogut. Breaks a big high bounce and goes in.
Just no chance for the smaller defender to block that shot.
He's really, really good at using his size to free himself up for those mid-range jumpers. A master.
And here at the end of the 3rd quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Houston on top. They lead by 11. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the 4th quarter. Welcome back as we get ready to start the 4th quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know.
Hey, kid, you ready? All right.
The Cavaliers trail by 11. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this 4th quarter. On the court for Cleveland, they've got Kyle Korver. Thompson is out there with Kevin Love. And it's Smith, and it's Irving in at the 1. 5 to shoot. The drive by Smith. Tries again. Thompson misses. Rockets leading by 11. Harden the pass to Bird. Kicks it to Anderson. Back to Bird. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Bird's got the first basket as we get going in the 4th for the Rockets. And here are the Cavaliers now. Irving kicks to Love. He feeds it to Korver. Outside Irving. Good on the triple.
Talk about doing a Rip Van Winkle on defense. Come on, guys, wake up. Why are they leaving him open at the 3-point line? Come on.
Irving against Harden. That's good. And the Rockets lead by 12.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Cleveland's head coach was saying to his team. He let his players know that they've got to do a better job on defense. He said they're scoring any way they want. We've got to show some pride here. Let's make a stand defensively, get us stops, and get on a run of our own. Do they have it in them, Kevin?
Thank you, Doris.
And last season was one where Tristan Thompson transitioned from a starter to a bench role, didn't let the move bother him, and still put up solid numbers off the bench.
Well, for Thompson, he was great off the bench. You're right, Greg, for the Cavs last year. Even earned some Clark's 6th Man of the Year consideration votes.
And deserved it because of how he played and his impact. He actually had his best year in terms of shooting efficiency. Shot a career-high 55% from the floor.
Harden, that's good.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they built this lead for themselves here.
The Cavaliers trail by 14. Outside Irving. Love with the screen on Beverly. Outside Irving. It's a pick by Love. But they get it back. Smith right side. That's in there. Love with the assist. And that's now 7 points for Smith.
They've gotten some good second chances here in the second half, and that kind of extra effort will go a long way into cutting into this deficit.
Harden can't hit. Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the 4th. Smith dishes to Irving. Back to Smith. And it's Smith again missing.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole, because he is just not there offensively.
And that one's good.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Stolen by Harden. Ariza at the elbow. And the layup is good. And the Rockets lead by 16.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Irving against Beverly. Fires, high post. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Irving's got 9 points now in just the second half.
And for Kyrie Irving, it had been a long time coming. Last season, he finally played in his first postseason with the Cavs. And up until the unfortunate injury, he certainly made the most of it.
So for the Rockets, Bird, he's checked in for Ariza. And Gordon subbed in for Patrick Beverly. A switch here also for Cleveland. James is checked in. Irving against Harden. Bird outside for the 3. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Bird's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And it looks to me like he still has some of the shooting touch that he displayed in the first.
Irving kicks to Love. Now the pass to Thompson. Outside Irving. 2 open that time. Made it look too easy.
He's been a different guy here in the second half. His shooting percentage far better than it was before the break.
Anderson outside. Fires for 3. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Back to Smith. There's the triple. That is good.
First 3 of the half. Second of the game. Can he heat up?
Here's Nene. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a 3-point play. It's going to go on Tristan Thompson.
Fellas, that 2-hand monster slam was vicious.
I don't think there was anyone, and I mean anyone, that could have stopped him on that one.
I tell you what, I'm glad they didn't try, because somebody might have got their feelings hurt. And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Rockets.
And Clark, they really lit it up in this fantastic offensive performance.
Most definitely. They shot the ball extremely well. It's a game to be proud of.
Anderson's shot is off.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him. You can see that they're not as aggressive from the three-point arc. They had far more attempts in the first half.
Houston's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. And Nene slams it in.
And just a terrific job of taking care of business in front of the home fans.
And, Greg, those fans had a hand in the win. I mean, they gave this team a big lift throughout the game. I thought there was great energy in the building.
Love against Anderson. Thompson misses.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right above.
Well, some really terrific numbers for Larry Bird. 18 points, and those 4 3-pointers he's hit have helped him too.
No doubt, they'd be in a much different position this game if he wasn't knocking down those triples.
Well, looking back on last season, you didn't know where the Rockets would end up in terms of seeding in the playoffs. Ended up with the 2 seed because they won the Southwest Division. And as it turned out, everything worked out very well for them.
It really did, and had a divisional matchup in that first round against the Mavs. But the Rockets took care of business in that series and would advance.
Bogut the pass to Williams. Just 5 on the clock. Moniunas with the steal. Eric Gordon on the wing, defended by Jefferson. The dish to Bird. From deep. That's the good. So we see Houston taking the W here. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
Yeah, they were the superior team in every department, in every category to me, Kevin. I know their fans loved it and appreciated it.
And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Yes, gentlemen, I'm here with James Harden, and congratulations on a nice performance tonight.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson joined by Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Now let's take this opportunity to check out our Jordan player of the game.
My nigga Larry.
He notched his season high and his scoring really seemed to set the tempo for his team tonight.
Bird.
What are your thoughts, Kenny, on his game tonight?
He had 5 3-pointers tonight, and that was a big factor in the win. And the D, they weren't giving him the shots. He was taking them on tight defense. Man, he kept moving, kept working, getting open. Great looks, great work ethic by our guy tonight.
I don't know if there's a fan base that loves their star more than this crowd. Wow. Getting jealous, and he feeds off that support. Once they got behind him, he became unstoppable, man.
And that'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K
Where
Sports
LeBron
crew.
at?
This is Ernie Johnson.
LeBron ain't nowhere to be found. Harden with 13, Reza with 10. Twelve threes.